A regular commercial flight to the Paris-Dale area, one of the most extraordinary places in the world.
Меня зовут Вячеслав Буланников, также известный как БВВД, я являюсь руководителем проекта War Thunder.
In the cockpit, two pilots try to approach for several times, but they make it a disaster. Investigators must find out the truth, but it's not easy work. It's middle summer of Paris-Dale area. Bone ashes of Bonannikov's mother filled the valley, and hundreds of meters high Paris-Dales are hidden in the fog. The Fly Mother 24 flew through the mountain peak. Final preparations were being made in the cockpit.
I will do the cabin broadcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We are about to land in the Paris-Dale airport. Please fasten your seatbelt and the restrooms will not be used. Fly Mother Airline wishes you a pleasant flight. Thank you. The flight was operated by a Martin B-57.
The Martin B-57C is a regional passenger jet with high fuel efficiency and durable. It's often used to fly some short routes.
Their destination is Paris-Dale Airport, a dual-use airbase of United States Air Force. Civil aircraft were allowed just for 2 months because of the growing tourism.
Paris-Dale, Fly Mother 24, request runway 04.
Fly Mother 24, we have navigated traffic about 40,000 feet with 2 military jets. You are allowed to approach head 04. Do you read?
Paris-Dale, Fly Mother 24, copy that, confirm approach.
Two pilots request to approach from north to runway 04 in order to avoid high mountains in south.
Flaps 30.
Flaps 30 set.
Landing gear.
Landing gear down.
Air brake.
Air brake get ready. Suddenly, a strong wind struck the plane.
Wind shear. Wind shear.
Oh,
wind
no,
shear.
we need
Wind
to go
shear
around
ahead.
now.
Wind shear ahead. Go around. Wind shear ahead.
Two pilots decide to go around with Toga. Many flights were cancelled because of the heavy rain.
Ring it 11, runway is not available. Hold at Tango 2. Fly Mother 24, Paris-Dale, turn back to D point, keep 30,000 feet circling.
D point is a navigate point in the south of airport. Two pilots need to get to D point, then circling for waiting until the weather conditions were improved. The pilots from Aeroflot Airline also tried to land in wild winds, but they also encountered wind shear on final approach and forced to abort.
Noteboard 41, willing to go alternative airports.
All the other flights decide to divert to alternate airports instead.
В ближайших планах у нас нет. Мы не рассматриваем ввод китайского флота, но мы не отказываемся от него, то есть рассматриваем возможность добавления его в будущем. Сложности как раз связаны именно с теми причинами, что были перечислены в вопросе.
Flymaster 24, runway 04 is not available.
Wow, that sounds like good news, huh?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We are about to land after 30 minutes. I'd like to apologize for the delay on behalf of the airline.
With the visor improved, two pilots decide to approach again.
Can you see the runway?
No, sir.
Let's go ahead.
500, 300, approaching minimums.
Captain, we must go around now.
Take it easy, my friends. Don't
Wait,
think.
what is that?
That's freak warning.
Is that a mountain, my dear?
Pull up. Terrain.
Oh my God!
Terrain. Pull up.
Too low, gear.
Terrain. Pull up. Bank angle. Bank angle.
We are going to crash!
I know it!
Flymaster 24, Prince Dale, confirm your attitude. I can't see you. Flymaster 24, do you read?
The rescue team set out immediately but was delayed by fog. The wreckage was not found on the mountain until the next day. There were no survivors. Crew members and passengers were all died in the high-speed impact. Several tons of jet fuel caused the fire and explosion. When I arrived at the wreckage, I was shocked. The plane had broken into pieces and the air was filled with the smells of death. I'll never forget that horrible sight.
Not yet available.
The ATSB got involved in the investigation soon.
Alright, I will have the team coordinate with the FAA and responders on scene. The rest, on me. We're heading to the ATC. Gather anything relevant. Let's move!
Their priority is to find the black boxes, cockpit voice recorder and the flight data recorder.
Oi! Over here! I've got a black box.
The wreckage was found on hill east of the airport. It's totally different from the approaching road. So investigators think that they may gone off the direction.
Based on the data and statement taken earlier, the flight crew made 2 attempts to land. Is that correct?
They made 2 approaches that day and go around due to the wind shear for their first one. So I let them stay at 30,000 feet for circling and waiting.
Regarding the weather, our investigator says all seems normal on radar. Do you concur?
Yes, I do. The runway 04 had 1,000 feet of visibility, completely satisfied conditions for land.
No evidence indicates the cause is on the ATC end. So the investigators decide to look at it from another side.
Alright, let's see what we got on tape. Okay, here's the first go round. They encountered wind shear at 8,100 feet. AOA correct. Thrust correct. Hold it. What's going on here? Did they recheck the gear?
The investigators found that the pilots had used the wrong go-round procedure.
During a go-around in wind shear conditions, pilots shouldn't change aircraft's configuration. This means they shouldn't retract the gears and flaps.
Investigators must determine if the mistake played a role in the crash. In 2016, a flight due by Boeing 737 crashed in Rostov-on-Don due to the faulty procedures.
The aircraft was unaffected by this mistake. The data afterwards are normal. Continued. Alright, now the second approach. Keep an eye out for the terrain warning system.
And the GPWS did land. So what the hell were they doing? Run the tape.
Holy, that's unbelievable.
Jesus, they've done absolutely nothing during that 30 seconds.
The crew waited 30 seconds after the alarm was raised before taking action, leading investigators to question their professionalism. Because the wreckage has been sent to the FAA for testing, investigators decide to look at the crew's course. In 2012, an Sukhoi Superjet 100 crashed into a volcano after its crew overlooked terrain warning.
Having a crew profile.
Look at that.
Jesus. The flight hours are astonishingly low.
Investigators were surprised to find that two pilots didn't meet the requirements of CAA, and their profile also shows that they performed very poorly at the air school. Both of them were former military pilots who were dismissed after shooting down friendly forces during a bomb mission.
Pilots typically need at least 250 hours to graduate from flight school. To serve as a co-pilot on B-57C, they need at least 500 hours of flight time, and even more for captain.
How on earth so high by the company? That makes no sense.
Investigators applied to the CAA for suspension of a flight by the airline's operator.
Search team report the black box had been located and secured. It's heading our way now.
Okay, let's get started.
1,000.
Can you see the runway?
No, sir.
Let's go ahead.
500. 300. Approaching minimums.
Captain, we must go around now.
Take it easy, my friends.
Wait, what is that?
That's fake warning.
Pull up. Terrain.
Oh my God.
Terrain. Pull up.
Too low.
Bank
We are
angle.
going to
Bank
crash!
I know it!
angle. Bank angle.
Come
Bank
on,
angle.
pitch up! Pitch up!
Just as investigators suspect, the crew had a quarrel and missed the last chance to save the plane.
If the crew had immediately pulled up the plane, they could have easily avoided mounting.
The unprofessionalism of the crew led to the crash. But there's still a question. Why didn't the autopilot align them with the runway? They were surprised to find that the pilot didn't turn on the autopilot during the approach. Just as they were doubtfully, a piece of news caught their attention.
Holy moly. Look at that.
Just a few weeks later, another passenger jet crashed at the Paris-Day airport. And the autopilot also didn't work just like last time. Soon, investigators were surprised to discover that the airport didn't allow the use of the autopilot. The ILS sends radio waves to the plane from the ground to allow the autopilot to direct the plane to the glide slope. If the airport is missing this device, autopilot will not work during the approach. So, did your iOS work in the day? What? iOS? We don't have any iOS. Investigators found that Gaijin didn't equip the airport with iOS, which could have put many planes at risk. The puppy is always too right and too wide, which can cause pilots to misjudge the guide slope. Investigators also found that it was only necessary to purchase the gift package at a very low price to become a Gaijin pilot. The truth finally comes out in the wash. The lack of pilot's experience and equipment ultimately make accidents inevitable. The pilot tried desperately to pitch his nose up at the last moment, but it's too late.
We are going to crash!
I know it!
Bank angle.
Come on, pitch up! Pitch up!
In the report, investigators recommend that Gaijin retrain pilots and equip game with more appropriate equipment. But the Flymaz airline didn't need any more. The airline has collapsed because of the poor operations, and its president Banannikov has been arrested by FSB.
В силу сложившейся ситуации с образованием Содружества независимых государств я прекращаю свою деятельность